All right, let's call Grand Prairie Bureau of Prisons.
You have reached the Designation and Sentence Computation Center of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. If you know your party's 4-digit extension, please dial it now. For law enforcement and government personnel that need assistance, press 1. For calls in reference to inmate designations, press 2. For calls regarding inmate sentence computation issues, press 3. Transferring you to operator.
BSBC, is this call in regards to an inmate?
Yes, ma'am, it is in regards to an inmate.
And what is the reg number?
Oh, yeah, I got that. And this is in Grand Prairie?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The Bureau of Prison registration number is 06452-017.
I'm sorry, your phone's going in and out. You said 06452-017.
7.
And who am I speaking with?
My name is Rudy Davis. I'm a friend of Pastor Kent Hovind. I talk to him every day, and I'm trying to find out information about his release. He recently had all charges dropped.
Inmate's name?
Kent Hovind, Kent E. Hovind.
Just a moment.
This is LaShawn.
Hi, LaShawn?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Rudy Davis. I'm a friend of Pastor Kent Hovind. I have his Bureau of Prison registration number, if that would help.
Your phone is cutting in and out.
Okay, is it better? Is it better now? I can speak closer to the speaker.
Okay, for some reason it's just I can hear like every other word.
Okay, do you have a number I can call you back on?
Just go ahead. I can go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it up.
All right. I'm calling for Pastor Kent Hovind, and I'm trying to find out some information about his release date. He just recently had all charges dropped, and he told me that he should have been released in February of 2015.
Okay. Looking at his public information screen, everything still shows unknown.
It shows unknown?
Correct.
Okay.
I would suggest to try back in a week to see if we've received all of his information.
Okay.
Everything says unknown.
Everything says unknown? Okay, my question is, I've been following his case very closely, and I talk to him every single day. He made it very clear, like, he should have been home, it's called home confinement, I believe, in February, but there was new charges that were brought up against him, and all of those charges, just in the past 2 to 3 days, all of them have been dropped and acquitted and dismissed. And do you know if there's a person, like, in your department or something that I could call?
He would need to speak with his unit team concerning his home confinement, his home eligibility.
Yeah, his unit team?
Pardon?
I'm sorry, you said Pastor Kent Hovind would need to speak to his unit team?
Yes, his unit team.
Okay, do you know who that is, or if there's a name that I could call, or I could relay to Pastor Kent Hovind?
Actually, he can go through his case manager.
Okay, do you know who, I mean,
Case manager.
Here's the deal, he spent the last year in Santa Rosa County Jail, and they've had him there for over a year. He spent 8.5 years in prison, and all the charges that they had him in Santa Rosa County Jail has been dropped, so I'm not sure who his case manager is. Is there any way you could tell me who his case manager is?
It's not listed here on his public information screen. Yeah, everything really says unknown. Everything says unknown?
Okay. If I was, because Pastor Kent Hovind is asking me to call on his behalf to try to find out, if there's anything that could be done. And in his mind, he said that he was approved for home confinement in February, and it's now May. And I'm concerned he's gotten lost in the system, and he's lost in bureaucratic red tape. I didn't know if there was like a phone number I could call or somebody I could talk to or anybody that could like look into his case. You know, because he's so anxious to get home, as you can imagine. He's only like half an hour from his family. He's been 8.5 years in prison, and you know, I understand we got to have paperwork and policy and everything says unknown, but isn't there like somebody who could like look at the situation and, you know, all of his charges were dropped. He doesn't have any outstanding charges anymore.
Okay.
One other thing he told me to mention is that he was supposed to be given several furloughs, but he hasn't taken all of those. So I didn't know if possibly someone could, you know, possibly, you know, see if he's eligible for furloughs.
Okay. Yeah, his status right now, he would have to contact you. There's not, I don't have anything yet. Bear with me one moment.
Oh, great. Yeah, if you could just give me a name to call or somebody that could, you know, look into. I'm just concerned he's lost in the system and nobody knows what's going on. He's just going to sit in jail for a few months when in actuality he should have been released in February.
Okay. Can you hold for a moment?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Davis?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and the currently, it does show unknown, but you can contact the local U.S. Marshals.
Okay.
If you need further assistance.
So so you're pointing me to the when you say the local U.S. Marshals, you mean the ones in Pensacola?
Correct.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I'll call the local U.S. Marshals.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, I tried to be nice. I think I was nice, actually. So I'll just continue to be nice and polite, and I'll call the U.S. Marshals, which I've already done about 15 million times. And in the meantime, we've got an innocent man in prison sitting there in an orange jumpsuit, surrounded by gang members trying to kill him. And I don't know what to say. Absolutely ludicrous.